Why you should eat a more plant-based diet. Growing up, I was taught that to consider something a meal, it had to consist of a protein, a vegetable, and a side. Most proteins my parents had us eating were animal-based, such as hamburgers, hot dogs, chicken, turkey, you name it. Everyone in my family was considered healthy, so I never really thought about my eating habits. It wasn't until we were going through an In-N-Out when I was 12 years old that changed. While we were exiting the In-N-Out, I saw people protesting outside. This organization protesting was PETA. PETA is known as People for the Ethic Treatment of Animals, and this organization is actually the biggest animal activist program there is around the world. Once we got home from the drive-thru, I decided to AOL search what PETA was. Once I watched a lot of videos and read a bunch of articles, I definitely start to wonder why my parents recommended meat as a protein for us. I started to think about why I would put that into my body, how can I do that to an animal, and all these thoughts ran through my 12-year-old head. Now, a bunch of these people that work with the organization PETA are 100% plant-based, which means they don't take anything from an animal. If an animal is involved in making the product, they will not eat it. If it comes from the animal, they won't eat it, which is incredible in my eyes, but that diet is also not for me. Just as my parents suggested growing up, here is a table of what a healthy eating plate looks like. It consists of vegetables, fruits, healthy protein, whole grains, water, and healthy oils. As the table had suggested a healthy portion of proteins, Catherine D. McManus states, plant-based or plant-forward eating patterns focus on foods primarily from plants. This includes not only fruits and vegetables, but also nuts, seeds, oils, whole grains, and beans. Most people that are eating a plant-based diet take their protein from tofu, beans, and other sorts of high-protein plants. There are different types of plant-based diets. You have to know which one will give your specific body the proper nutrients it needs. Eating a plant-based diet does not necessarily mean to cut out all animal products. Of course, there are vegans, which are people who do not eat any animal products such as meat, eggs, or dairy products. There's lacto-vegetarians, which mean they do not eat meat or eggs, but they do still eat dairy products. And there's lacto-veganism, which is no meat, but dairy products and eggs are okay, which is the type of diet that I am personally on. When one is trying to switch diets or to make healthier decisions in their life, you definitely have to start incorporating more fruits and vegetables, beans, whole grains, nuts, and seeds. Depending on how far you would like to take your dieting, you can cut back on animal products or just cut them out completely. Here is what a plant-based diet pyramid looks like. It consists of high-fat whole foods, legumes, leafy vegetables, whole grains, fruits of all types, and vegetables. Fruits and vegetables are a great thing to incorporate in your diet. They are low in fat, low in salt, and low in sugar. They can help reduce obesity and maintain a healthy weight, lower your cholesterol, and lower your blood pressure. Scientific research shows that if you regularly eat lots of fruits and vegetables, you have lower risk of type 2 diabetes, stroke, and heart attack. When fruits and vegetables are eaten as food, not taken as supplements. Cancer, a study in the Journal of American Medical Association reported that women with breast cancer who regularly consumed soy products had a 32% lower risk of breast cancer. So overall, people who tend to eat a more plant-based diet seem to be healthier. Now that we have explored why eating a plant-based diet is important for our bodies, let's explore how it is important for our environment. A lot of people are unaware that what you are putting into your body affects climate change. We have all heard the word climate change, but did you know that what you're eating affects it? Probably not. The National Institute of Environmental Health describes climate change as changes in the greenhouse gas concentrations and other drivers alter the global climate and bring about myriad human health consequences. Environmental consequences of climate change, such as extreme heat waves, rising sea levels, changes in precipitation resulting in flooding and droughts. Farming animals takes thousands of acres of land, water, and food. PETA states producing just one hamburger uses enough fossil fuels, or greenhouse gases, to drive a small car 20 miles. Of raw materials and fossil fuels used in the U.S., more than 1/3 are devoted to raising animals for food. If that is only one hamburger, you can only imagine how much fossil fuels are being burned in a 24-hour period, which is definitely not healthy for our planet. Beef production requires 20 times more land and emits 20 times more greenhouse gas emission per unit of edible protein, common plant-based protein sources, such as beans, peas, lentils.
Here is a visual of the carbon footprint of what you eat. When you decide to consume more plant-based meals, the impact you have on the earth is great. Eating more fruits and vegetables gives you the opportunity to farm it yourself, since most fruits and vegetable gardens take very little to flourish. Mother Nature gave us her resources to plant, grow, and eat off her lands. Gardens take a lot less water from the earth than meat farms. Plus, it saves money.
So to conclude, the 2 reasons on why you should eat more plant-based is because, first, eating more fruits and vegetables in your diet will better your own health. And second, the consumption of a more plant-based diet will lower your carbon footprint on the world. Once you start to eat more fruits and vegetables, you will feel more energetic and get to experience outdoors in a new way. When I became pregnant, I wanted to make sure that I was eating a balanced meal, but being aware of what I was also feeding my child. This led me to become lacto-vegan vegetarian, and I could not be happier with knowing that I am healthy, my child is happy, and so is our planet.